Hi, welcome to our channel, Mr. and Mrs. Magic Under the Moon. I'm Bella Luna,
I'm Clyde Darkfang.
and we thought we would kick off with one of our first videos, being a tour of our altar space. So, why don't you come on in with us and we'll take you around. Welcome everybody to our altar room. Now, we still have to paint, but it's in working use now. So we're going to start over here. This little alcove we're setting up as our ancestor altar space. You can see there's two closets. The closets are our storage area. I'm not going to open and show you those because they're literally just storage. So over here we have some of our altars. On the bottom we have our Cornunus altar.
And on top is my working altar.
Yes, that's mostly not working altar, but also a little bit of...
Have my Hecate altar.
Yes.
Yeah. And I also got my Cornunus candle holder right here.
Yes.
It's got a man's face on it.
And then we have, of course, my besom over here and my staff. And we have my conical hat. And, of course, some decor. Over here is sort of a generic altar that we have. And I've got some apple cider there because I'm going to be making a 4 Thieves vinegar. This is where we keep a lot of our supplies that we use day to day. On here, we have our fairy altar. And so there's a few things about the Queen and King fairy. And then we have a few things for sounds. So we have our little finger symbols and
My favorite balls in the entire world.
these things.
You spin them in your hands and they ring.
Yes. And then we have a little space here for our non-duality, ascending beyond our duality, our Abraxas oil, our Baphomet oil, my light and dark ritual bottle that represents the combination of both. And there's a little bit.
This is my oil.
Also of a non-duality nature.
Yes.
Moving on here, this area is our divination section. So as you can see, we have multiple tools. So we have a pendulum board, a couple of different types of pendulum boards. This one came from Witch's Moon. This one I made, repurposed this from one of my mother's old silver platters. We have something for scrying. We have bags for lithomancy. One of them is runes, and one of them is actually an ancient Filipino language. That's what this is, called babayin. And then, of course, we have a ton of oracle decks as well as some tarot decks in there. And we have some dice for divination. And then, of course...
Don't forget about 40 servants.
Absolutely. And my prized possession, my 40 servants deck, which I actually use for magical workings for the servitors, but this also can be used for divination. Over here we have our Morrigan altar. And then we have this
big Hecate curtain.
Yes, we have a Hecate curtain or tapestry or whatever you want to call it. Over here
Is prosperity.
is our prosperity altar. Yes.
Which we need to fix those candles at some point.
Yes. So, as we mentioned, we just moved in not too long ago. And before I get to that side, so in the middle, we have a circular table that's basically like our working altar. So over here is we have a little box that has our small herbs. What I mean by small herbs is small amounts. So in little plastic bags. So like for instance, here's paprika, or here's some hemlock. Over here we have our dragon altar. And so we have the chaos dragon, of course, the 4 elementals. And so this is in honor of all the dragons. Over here, this represents most of our earth elements. So there's everything from crystals to dirt to rocks to decaying little mice so we can get to the bones, bugs, just various things like that. And then the bottom 2 shelves over here, this is our apothecary. And so we have obviously a lot more than just a little tiny plastic bag. And so some of these are in bigger containers. Below this are our oils. Now these are bought oils. So these are mostly ritual oils, but as you can see, we also have some homemade incense blends as well. So here's some incense blend for spirit work, for example. And then below this are our homemade oils and homemade magical waters.
Yeah, we got Florida water. We got blood moon water from the blood moon that just happened recently. Crown of Success oil, dark moon oil. Needs to be shook up a little.
And then a few more of our herbs. That's part of our apothecary. Over here, a little book section, a little library. And so we have, of course, some of our books. We have a lot of books on PDF. These are our current working grimoires. This is Clyde's. This is mine, Bill
Prized
Luna's.
possession, the leather-bound 50-pound book.
Yes. Down here, we have some other grimoires and BOSs. So, and actually, that's it. That's our room. Would you like to say anything else?
Do you guys want to see my BOS?
If so, check out another video. And on that note, we will see you on the next video. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.